Welcome back. We're going to work on the angle bracket now. And again, this one's in standard inches. Carbon steel is what it's made out of, so we got to set that property on there. So again, this is going to be standard English inch IPT, so double click it. And start 2D sketch. This is how I do. And I'll go over here and grab my XY plane. And again, trying to do this in the most efficient manner. It's on an angle, isn't it? So I'm just going to start drawing this thing up, and then I'll add a few more things as we go. So it's 3 inches there. It kind of sets the standard there in length, so I can kind of get my viewing out there to where it needs to be. And 30 degrees. So I'm just going to put this line out here somewhere like this. How I roughly would start this out. And I would go ahead and dimension that 30 degrees. You got to click the lines only, don't hit points. There you go. Change that to 30. Alright, and then I want to start back the other way. And this thing's 2.75. Enter. And then I want to come across. So, okay. I want to offset this over. And I just do an offset. And it's the same thickness. Why? Because if you look here, radius of 1.5. So it'd be 3 inch here. So this would be a 3 inch diameter. Okay. So it's going to be a little bit bigger than this. So that's a good thing we looked at that. Offset. So because it looks like this is a quadrant here going all the way around. So it'd be 3 inches. This is 2.75. So I hit this. And we're all connected together. That's fine. Because it's not going to let me do what I want to do. That's all right. What I can do is just come up here and draw me a line roughly. It doesn't matter. Something like that. Dimension, hit this one to this one. And I can go in here and hit 3. Y'all see that? Get that back up there. So now with that on there, I can trim and clean this up over here on that side, as you see. And also 2.5, so I can click on this line here with dimension. And see how it's not doing that the way I want. I want that to be in the line dimension. So I grab it, and if I right click, I can go in here and hit aligned. And it gets it lined up for me. 2.5. It's perfect. Line. I'll bring it straight across, hit this perpendicular over here. Now the thing of it is, I want to make sure that this thing is perpendicular. I just threw it on there, didn't I? I don't know. So I'll come up here to my constraints and hit parallel constraint. So I click this one first and then click this one. And I can't do it because I've got some stuff constrained to it. Take that line out and take this one out. Let's do it again. Y'all see now how it's parallel? It was off. So I'm glad that we caught that before we got too far along. Come up here and hit that perpendicular. Trim this out. Now I can use the midpoint of this line to make my and that's not accurate. Let's see what's going on here. I click on this. Oh. I'll tell you, I think I know exactly what's going on here. Right click, aligned. See, it's not right. What happened was, needs to be 3. That wasn't aligned when I done that measurement before. Now it should be correct. Come to the center, come all the way and touch that side. All right, there's still something off. And I tell you what's off is this dimension. Here to here. Yep, see, it was just a little bit off. So now there's 3. maybe we've got it this time. Those fine details is what makes things good and makes things bad. So I can go in here and go ahead and put this 1.25 hole. So everything looks pretty good at this point. So I can go ahead now and finish my sketch out with that on there, extrude it this whole depth, which is 2.25. Let me click on that. Yep, 2.25. That's kind of hard to see. All right. So that's looking great. I could have put those fillets on too. I didn't get those on. But if you want to go back and fix it, we can do that. No problem, right? Fillets are rounds 0.25, so it's 0.25. Okay, then finish sketch, it'll update it. Looks good. Also, there's one more thing I didn't see. Go back to your sketch, put that slot in there. There is a slot tool inside here. It's under this. It's slot. And just put it in here, and it's asking you first to select the end of the center, which is going to be 1.5. Okay, and then you're going to put in the diameter of it, which is 0.5. And there's our slot. Wasn't that pretty cool? Dimension it out. It's going to be 0.75 from the center point to here. And it's also going to be 0.5 from the center point to here. Now finish that up. And you see that it didn't include that. You got to go back to your original sketch. And you got to delete your profile. And go in here and grab your profile again. And there it is. Okay? So all that right there was done with just one sketch, one extrusion. Now the thing we got to do is we got to cut this out right here. So this right here is where I need to be to start a new sketch. Click that right there. We're good. So I'm just going to put me a rectangle in now. And I just roughly put it in there. It doesn't matter. We'll put the dimensions on it afterwards. Thickness 2.25s. Overall it's 0.75 on the bottom. So that will locate it. Locates that in the middle. And 1.5 from this edge here. From here to here is 1.5. So that's got that. But we also have to do something else here. We've got to cut this whole piece out right here. And we can do that simply by coming in here. I can't use a rectangle. So I want to do this. I don't want to tie it to anything. I'm just going to bring it in and bring a line up just like this. That's going to be my cut. So all I have to do is get a dimension from the bottom to this, and it is 0.75 as well. So we could have tied it in like we should have earlier, but I just wanted to make sure. Now, y'all see this dimension here, 0.75 to here to here. Boom, boom. And then we just got to put this angle in at 75 degrees from here to there is fine. Boy, it's close, wasn't we? 75. That's it. Close this thing up. Finish it out. Extrude. This and this. We're going to cut. And I'm going to go all the way through. And there it is. Okay. So look it over. Make sure everything is covered. But there's that part. And you also got to turn it into carbon steel. So let's see if we can right click up here, go to iProperties and physical. Carbon steel. It tells you everything about it. Hit OK on it, apply, close. There's your carbon steel. So hopefully that helped you. If you have any questions, let me know.